There's been a lot of controversy in the build-up, and we'll talk about the issues. We won't skirt away from them. But the great thing about the World Cup when it starts is it's normally fabulous because essentially football is great.
Yeah, look, we've seen this film before. In the build-up to World Cups, we're now used to the controversies, the politics that obviously occur. We've seen it in Russia, we've seen it in Qatar, and now we're seeing it in America. We've got the visa issues, obviously, for the referee. We have to get referees in that are obviously FIFA officials. I don't know why FIFA haven't been stronger on that issue. Fans are obviously having issues getting into the country. The Iranian team, it looks like common sense has maybe prevailed with them, and they're now able to travel, even though they're not in this country, they're now in Mexico. So there are things that always litter a pre-tournament build-up, but one thing I would say is that ordinarily once the football starts, it takes over and everything becomes okay again.
The thing is, you know, I've spoken about the spirit of football and all the things that come with the spirit of the game, and I think that here they've got no idea and clue of the spirit of the game and what's happening and what's happened up to this point. And then you look also at people who keep saying things like keep politics out of sport. What are they saying now? This is the worst it's been. You know what? We're actually hoping and praying that the football does supersede it all. That's what we need.
I mean, it often does, because it is the biggest show on earth, and because it's the most popular game in the world, and there are even more countries here than ever before, Roy. I think we have to be confident that the football will be of a level where we go, those other issues are still very real, but this is great.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, we're all ex-players. I know we're obviously pundits, but yeah, that's what we're here to watch the football. But like it's been mentioned, we shouldn't shy away from the problems that are facing officials and supporters or whatever, and obviously teams. But listen, once the game starts and then the ceremony gets underway, hopefully it'll all be positive from here on onwards. But again, we shouldn't shy away from the issues going on in the background.
Gary, you would have played in front of a lot of these people when you played in the Euros and the World Cups, and you appreciate and understand what a lot go through to do just that, to follow you around the world.
Yeah, I mean, you think of the time, the money, the effort, the commitment, the sacrifice that obviously... I mean, I never played in a stadium for England in the 12 years I played for my country that was never full. England fans are everywhere, they fill the stadiums everywhere, and what was interesting about that sometimes, and maybe it's made me realise a little bit, that you think sometimes England fans travel abroad, so they want the social, they want the sort of the beer, they want to go for a laugh with their mates, but he said you don't want to miss a tournament just in case they win, and that we've got to win a major tournament, and you forget that the letdown. I feel at the end of my England career that we let those fans down that travelled everywhere because we never won for them, and they're desperate to win, they really are.
But they do want the social as well. It is about friendships as well and camaraderie. That's what the Scots will be doing here as well, Duncan. That's
absolutely.
A huge part.
I mean, only one team can win, can't they? So, I mean, and the fans are the lifeblood of football. You know, remember it was like when it was COVID. Remember it was COVID?
Yeah.
The football was absolutely terrible. So you need your fans. It's quite incredible how they find the money to travel all around the world to see their team. It becomes an incredible love affair, isn't it? And, you know, and of course they want to win, don't they? But only one team can win.
And the cost of this tournament, I mean, a ticket's $1,000.
Yes.
$1,000 to watch a football match. We know it's expensive to travel to watch football. Tickets are more expensive, but $1,000.
Yeah. I read the equivalent this morning. A ticket for the 1982 World Cup final in the Bernabeu, I think it was, cost basically a fiver.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was inflation, but it was a fiver.
You know what, Poog? You can never question the love that the fans have for the game and the sacrifices they make for the game. But when you're talking about the costs and everything that it costs, even what they have to pay back home, whether it's the subscriptions to try to get to the game, what you're seeing with the fans is that they love the game. The game loves them less and less. Yes. They're the ones that are constantly being left out of everything. But at the same time, they're a slave to it. And the powers that be know they're a slave to it. And that is why it seems so sad. We're talking about £1,000. It's terrible.
But you know, it's getting a worry, isn't it? Because some of the stadiums now are not getting full.
Yes.
You see some of the games that have already been played, the stadiums are not getting filled now because the people just cannot afford the tickets.
Yeah, and that's going to be really interesting throughout this World Cup.
We don't want empty seats, do we?
No, we do not. And we're going to keep a very close eye on that to see exactly what the capacities are.